Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, August 30th. We're going to start, first of all, with my friend TODD DAVISON from Maples Rep Theater, and you're coming off a very successful summer.
We are. We had a great summer.
Oh, my goodness. And I tell you, TODD, and I told you this before, your production of Anything Goes was the best production I have ever seen, bar none.
Well, thank you very much. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was outstanding.
Yep.
It was outstanding. I thought Chicago, when you did that several years ago, was the best I'd seen. But Anything Goes, it was so good. We came back twice, a day apart.
Thank you. We really appreciate that.
But you should have held on to Anything Goes for another week and promoted it more. But you've got now.
So we've got fall coming up.
Yeah.
So that we have two special events happening right away. On Saturday night, September 16th, we have a concert. It's a fundraising concert that features Horace Smith, who played Jim in our Big River a few years ago. He's from Memphis area, from Tennessee, but he's been working in Williamsburg, Virginia the last few years. But he's a great singer, great big guy with a great big voice, and he's doing a concert for us, backed up by a little combo. And that is Saturday night the 16th. And then we have our gala dinner, which is Monday, October 2nd. This is a fundraising dinner that is put on by the theater in conjunction with Brenda Nanneman, who's the executive chef at AJ's and used to be at the Pear Tree for many years. And she does a 6-course meal with us with wine, and the tickets are $100. And we have entertainment. Ashley Ponko from Kansas City is coming to sing for us. And so that's a really beautiful night. It's at AJ's restaurant. They're closed on Mondays, so we just take over the restaurant and put new tables in and everything like that, and make it our event space for that night.
This is a fundraiser.
And that's a fundraiser, yep. Yeah. So there's just 100 seats available, and the tickets are $100, and it always sells out, so we encourage people to get right on it. It's October 2nd.
Okay.
So you can call and get that.
Yeah. Now, the productions that you have coming up for the fall.
Absolutely. We have 3 great shows. The first one is Quilters. It's a musical. And then we have a show called Shout, the Mod Musical, which is a 60s kind of a girl group sort of musical.
In fact, I think we're going to do Quilts, the musical on here, aren't we? We have.
Yes, we are. Yes, yeah. We're going to be back here for that one. And then the final show of the season is Boing Boing, which is a funny little farce at Christmas time. So I want today to talk a little bit about Quilters, because there are several events that go along with our quilting show, quilting events. We found out that here in the Midwest there's a zillion quilters.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone has a story to tell about their quilt, which is really sort of what the musical Quilters is about. It's about pioneer women and how they sort of stitch their lives into the quilts that they make, and that it's their artistic outlet, but that they intend for those quilts to be used to wrap each other up in the wintertime and to go on the wagon train and all that. So that's what the musical is about. And in conjunction with that, we're doing a quilt show where people are displaying their quilts, and then each quilt has its story. So we're asking, what was the occasion for you making this quilt? Or where did these fabrics come from? Or why do you like this pattern? And there'll be docents that'll be at the place to help people get around and to see the stories of the quilt. So that's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
And then Quilters runs for 3 weekends, and so we have special guest quilters who are going to be in town during each of the weekends. The first weekend is Jenny Doan, who is an internationally known quilter, really. She is based in Hamilton, Missouri now, and she's all over the YouTube. So if you want to learn quilting, Paul, you can just go on there, and Jenny will teach you how to do it.
Okay.
So she's there on Saturday, September 30th, and then Shelley Pollyi, who's also a quilter and author and pattern maker, is going to be there October 7th. And then we have Carl Hinch, who specializes in new and sort of contemporary interpretations of Amish quilt patterns.
Okay.
He lives in St. Joe, and so he's going to be here our last weekend, October 14th. So it's a man quilter.
Got it. So how do they get tickets?
They call the box office, which is 660-385-2924, or they can go online at maplesrep.com.
Okay, TODD, thank you so much.
Talk fast.
Hey, and if you live here in Columbia, it's a nice drive up to Macon, and you will not be disappointed. You won't be disappointed.
Thanks.
Now, we got Nick Foster over here, Voluntary Action Center, and it's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks, Paul.
We're still in summertime, but you're here to talk about
things that are going to happen when it gets cooler. Well, the first thing is Warm Up Columbia. That's going to happen in November, the first Saturday in November, the 5th, I believe, or the 4th, November 4th. But there'll be folks who'll be collecting coats and blankets and hats and scarves and other items that are necessary in the wintertime. A lot of churches, Commerce Bank will be doing this. They haven't started yet, but they will do that later on. We'll distribute those at the Armory on that Saturday, the 4th, from 8 until noon. And then there'll be a number of agencies, other local agencies, that will come by on Monday. Last year, we distributed over 5,000 items. We served over 1,100 people with that.
Yeah.
And it's really satisfying especially when you see a child come in with their parents and they sort of shop and they look for that coat. And when they find a coat that works for them and fits and all that, you see that smile come on their face.
Yeah,
That's a lot of fun.
So this is for winter, but the thing to keep in mind is Voluntary Action Center is an important part of our community all year long. I mean, you're there helping people and serving people 365 days a year.
And even as you and I are speaking, we've been very busy of late, and our lobby is full. We're meeting a lot of small needs every single day, and we're glad to be able to do it.
So how did the fan club go?
Well, we're almost done. We'll finish the Friday before Labor Day with the fans. I haven't checked the numbers, but I know that we're probably going to distribute about 350 fans this summer altogether.
Yeah.
And air conditioners, we're going to distribute about 85 of those this summer as well. And then the holiday program is coming up, Paul, and you know all about that. We're going to start signing up clients and sponsors on the day after Labor Day.
Okay. So we'll have you back on again talking about adopting a family for Christmas time.
That's right.
God, that's
Yes, I know. Every year, right?
It's so hard
it's
to
like
believe.
Already?
Yeah.
I know, but there's no question about it. It's happening. And we work on that really almost all year long, and we've been cranking on it all summer, getting ready to get started.
How many families did you have last year?
Close to 1,000, over 900, and we served close to 4,000 individuals through all of that.
Yeah. And were all of the families adopted?
We did adopt all of them last year, and that's always a concern for me. That's one reason I'm anxious to talk about it. But because the sooner our sponsors sign up, the easier it is, the better it is for us in making a determination about just how many households we're going to be able to serve this year.
Okay, so if you're interested in signing up to adopt a family at Christmas time, even though we're still in August, you can call the Voluntary Action Center next week, and you can sign up for a family.
That's right, 874-2273, and you can check us out online because you can sign up to be a sponsor online as well.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes it easy.
All right, Nick Foster, thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah.
Voluntary Action
Paul.
Center, and my friend TODD Davison, Maples Rep Theater.
Thanks.
Give that phone number one more time, Todd.
660-385-2924.
Okay, we got it. We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Boomslick Folk Festival and trips. If there's something you would like to hear or see, I would love to hear from you. Just drop me an email. That's pepperp@missouri.edu.